When we design or redesign a course for the online modality, we shouldn't only rethink the ways we deliver the content, but also we should reshape our view of the learner. As Parker underlines, when instruction is mediated through technology, the syllabus must become the roadmap and the student become the driver. In other words, the once passive learner must now be actively engaged in creating personal knowledge. To help those learners succeed, we should look at the syllabus from their perspective. Let's talk about what the learner-centered syllabus is and what components it should include. The learning community is the vehicle through which learning occurs online. Research revealed two main drawbacks of e-learning: the instructor's presence or absence and students' isolation. Your online course should aim to bring students together and help them connect. Also, it should show them your commitment to their learning by being approachable or present. You may want to set the office hours, communicate the way students can reach you outside the class, provide timely feedback on the assignments, post weekly announcements on the class progress, frequently asked questions, next week expectations, or just post some words of encouragement. Students will in turn be more committed to their learning and will take it more seriously. Please consider inviting students to recognize that you are not the only source of information by providing them with opportunities to learn from each other by means of discussions, group projects, or video presentations. Group connections is a very effective strategy for learning and creating those connections. We all possess a unique set of skills, experiences, and backgrounds that we can share to enrich our learning. Another aspect of community involves relevance. Relevant content is responsible for students' learning motivation and engagement. To be relevant, the course description should answer three key questions that many students have. Why am I taking this course? What's in this course for me? How will this course help me down the road? In other words, a learner-centered syllabus requires instructors to shift from what you're going to cover to what tools you can provide for students to promote their learning and intellectual growth. It is recommended to frame a detailed class schedule in big questions, which not only outline what will be covered, but ask students questions. For example, did you know that your syllabus shares your personality and your attitude towards students? Consider keeping the big questions of the course at the forefront of the syllabus, as these questions will make students curious to learn more. A learner-centered syllabus should empower students to attain success, especially those who are not in a good academic standing. Please consider avoiding statements like, "I never give out A+ in my class," or "Don't be disappointed if you get a lower grade for the final exam than for your assignments, as you wrote exam in a different environment." It makes students feel that there is no way they can succeed in the class. Consider offering students opportunities that will help them to show the mastery of the skills and materials in a variety of ways. I encourage you to watch a video of a geography professor from Virginia Tech on flexible assignment practices. The link to the video is in the reference list. Optional assignments, feedback on assignments drafts, peer reviews, non-graded self-assessment quizzes, measurable outcomes, and a clear assignment description of these outcomes also contribute to students' learning. A sense of control is tied to motivation, to the extent that the loss of control may affect students' academic performance. Encourage students to share responsibility for their learning. Be sure to communicate your expectations. Share with students your role in the course and your expectations of their role. Consider offering them personalized learning paths, optional and required content, and numerous assignment options that they can choose from. Depending on the class size and maturity, you may want to ask students to set the assignment deadlines themselves and come up with the rubric criteria. They should feel that they are competent partners and co-constructors of their personal learning, not passive recipients of information. This autonomy will increase their motivation to learn. The syllabus should contain a promise about what your students can achieve. They should know that you believe in their capacity to learn and always available to help them achieve as much as possible. Again, please consider sharing responsibility for learning. Let students know that the learning objectives will be achieved only through your mutual effort. You can show this through the course policies and values, language that emphasizes collaborative spirit, verbs that focus on what students and you do, clear statements of connections between course content and path to answer big questions, multiple ways to track students' progress, for example, self-assessment, peer review, instructors' extra feedback. Last but not least, a learner-centered and engaging syllabus should use appropriate images, colors, graphs, and other elements of graphic design. Prensky argues, students who spend so much of their time playing rich, fun, and engaging interactive games will no longer accept or do learning that is painful and boring. No one wants to read a long and boring document. Consider adding some fun through a visually appealing syllabus. Thus, a learner-centered syllabus creates community, contains promise, provides with controlling choices, and focuses on success. It is also question-driven and visually attractive.